he was talking about coaching, like how we don't coach for belts. We're coaching these people to be better, and because me and him both tie in God into our teaching. I don't tell everybody you got to believe in God. I just know, I believe in God. And so I'll say whatever you believe in, but I believe in God. And I talk about this stuff. And we're helping so many individuals like do better in life. And so, or help them reach their goals in life. And it's our calling from God. And when our time comes, it's not about the money that we have and all this. It's about the acts that we've done in service of others, essentially. How have we bettered other people? How have we done something to help other people?
Shit, I'm about to go wait in this place when you dropping the bass in. The beat is like the streets of awaken. I'm making to break my foot off of somebody's ass. I'm waiting for someone to say my name so I can annihilate them. Okay, then everyone was screaming the rape when I was kicking at the gate till it caved in. Belly scraping by, but now I'm paid. Look at the paper I break and I'm caking like Jay-Z and Drake. And I hate when people say that I ain't killing shit. The game is my playpen. I punch you in the face and end up breaking your break bands. I'm far from Hollywood. I'm posted up at the days in. Even though the industry say I'm the latest sensation. Drop the stuff at the board show. They're coming complacent. Mama saw me on TV with just a bum in the basement. You a Captain Saber, hoe. You just be tucking the cake in. I fuck your baby mama in the ass with a fake pin. Bitch, I wait in a
Okay. We're live everywhere. What up, everybody? You Control You podcast. Man, I'm grateful for life. I'm grateful to God, my family. I'm grateful to my students, my fighters. I'm grateful that I was given this gift of just being able to lock in, focus, and move forward. And staying in the moment. But yeah. So hopefully everybody had a great weekend. I know my weekend was intense. So it looks like I coached, according to me going through everything, coached 17 fights this weekend. And what's crazy is that there were coaches coaching more. There were coaches. I don't know if one coach coached all 17 or coached all their fighters. I know some different teams have some different coaches that step in and whatnot, but definitely coaching that many people was a lot. I went 11-6. We brought home 2 belts, which, winning a title is super dope. It's not everything. It's not why I signed up to do this. It's not why I got into this. I love to win very much. I'm very competitive. So, but what I'm excited about is the 2 titles that we won were both females. It's the first time I've ever won a title coaching women. And so, at least at this tournament, and it was a lot of fun. It was a dope experience. It was different, right? So, yeah, what a crazy weekend. Crazy fights. My fighters are sending me the fights, and I'm going to go through it. I'm sure I'm going to break down some different things on here. I know that's something that we really are wanting to add to this show, is breaking down some of the footage and just talking about it. And there's some dope moments in there. And it's just, the whole thing is mind blowing, because you train for this amount of time, like 4 months, and you prepare for this weekend, and you can check all the boxes. Well, is this ready? 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 And But then when you get in a fight, it's completely different a lot of times because you don't know how your dance partner is going to fight. You don't know how they're going to coach. You don't know. And then it's a constant adjustment making, right? So it's crazy to me. It's so much fun because you got to be right there in the moment. You can't be anywhere else. All the adjustments you're making are in real time, and you only have 3 2-minute rounds to make those adjustments. And then as a coach, you're making the adjustment, but then did you connect well enough with your fighter in order to get them to do what you are instructing them to do? And sometimes I definitely did, and other times not necessarily. And that's just part of the process. Regardless, it's so much fun. Regardless, it's emotional. It's truly emotional. It's this understanding that these people trusted in you. I talk about leadership a lot in regards to coaching because I believe you can't coach unless you're willing to be the leader, unless you're willing to take on that, what's the word, role. And one moment that got really emotional for me anyway is having a former Army Ranger literally thank me for helping him get to this point. And when you think about an Army Ranger, this man has went through basics in Army and then took it a step further to become a Ranger. And here he is, he addresses me as sir and thanks me for leading him. And it's funny because he told me at the barbecue, because we have like this team dinner on Saturday nights before the championship fights on Sunday. He said a lot of people tell him they didn't join the military because of this, this, and this. And he takes it with a grain of salt. And I told him why. Like I have certain scars, like I have scars on my body that they just were not going to approve of because of fights that I got into when I was in high school. And yeah, he was like, whenever you talk, I listen. And I take everything you say as is. And to me, that means more for some reason. Mainly because this man was he has the ability to protect our country, right? It's crazy to me. Seeing everyone's reactions, seeing the disappointment on faces, consoling different fighters, helping them through the process of just being mad and hurt that they didn't win a fight, or they didn't win their second fight, or they didn't win their third fight is crazy. I wouldn't trade it for the world. myself and another coach, we were talking, and I'm going to have him on the show. That's already in the works. We were talking about how this is such a calling from God because we're helping so many people out. And we're just giving them the word that's given to us. And Muay Thai is, and martial arts and MM, all that stuff, it's just a conduit to being able to give it to them. I don't know. This weekend is always magical for me. This is always like a circular motion for me. It's like a circle of life. This is my new year. Today is my new year. It's weird because when I started Muay Thai, my first Muay Thai fights were at this tournament, right? 12 years ago. And my knee and my foot got wrecked training for this tournament 9 years ago. And so I learned how to coach without being able to show the technique 9 years ago, helping another fighter get ready for this fight, for this tournament. It's all a circular thing for me. So for me, this is always the start of a new year. How can I get better? What can I improve on? All I was thinking about all weekend. If the fights were done and my night was done, it was how can we get better? How can I get my fighters to be calmer? How can I get them to do this stuff a little more often? How, like, just wanting to be better and help my fighters become better is always the goal. Yeah, it's 17 fights in one weekend. I'm grateful for that. I'm so grateful for that. To take home 2 belts, I never know if we're going to get one. So, another good year. Had a great time. I love talking with all the other coaches. Pack, what up? So, and shout out all my fighters. Shout out, like, they all gave me everything they had. We had one fighter who's this 18-year-old girl who showed so much heart. Like, oh man, I got another fighter who's 20 who, like, the goal was, I told him, I'm like, hey, in this first fight, you got to walk the path of a fighter. Your last fight, you sort of started turning your head away and got beat up a little bit. In training camp, there were times where you shied away from the pain. But you want to be a fighter, you got to walk towards that pain. And he did. He won his first fight. Now he went against somebody that was just better than him in the second fight. But again, he fought. He was a dog. And that's my rule. Don't quit. We can take the L, just don't quit. Keep fighting. Beautiful, man. What a weekend. Epic weekend. Seen some great fights too. there were some fighters there with other teams that just looked, oh my God. It looked magical. Oh. And something I talk about too, what up? Something I talk about with my fighters actually came true. And it sucks. It made some of us super emotional on Sunday morning. So weigh-ins are Wednesday, fights start Thursday. And a young man from a team called Chicago Muay Thai, a great team, great coaches, always respectful. I love going to battle against them. I love watching their team. And we actually fought their team. We fought one of their female fighters this weekend, and we won. We made some big adjustments, but my female fighter gutted it out, and she won. But they always come with a big team. On Thursday, one of their fighters fought twice, and after the second one died. And it really brought to life what I talk about. I tell my fighters, one of the best ways to conquer all the fears of going into fight is to just confront all the things that could happen, right? Because they'll talk about, well, I'm afraid to get knocked out. I'm afraid to get beat up. I'm like, yeah, that all makes sense. But the worst thing that could happen is that you could die. Because it does happen. Not very often, but it does happen. And people tell me that I live in the extremes, that I don't really have a middle ground. And to me, it's not extreme. It's just stating the facts, right? It could happen. And I asked them, I'm like, okay, think about it. You can walk in that ring and you could die. Do you still want that ride? And it's easy to say, yeah, right? It's easy. Yeah. Because the odds are really low. So what I have them do is what we call a death letter, right? And this is something I learned from some of my friends that served, right? Is they write a letter to their loved ones and they leave it behind. So if they don't make it back home, all of this gets said. And I make all my fighters read it out loud. And of course, tears get spent in that one, and it's super emotional. And then for it to happen, Sunday morning was really tough, right? And I'm thankful that, one of the coaches put together a card and it had as many coaches as he could find sign it. So we all sign it. And they bring everybody in the room where all the fights are happening, because it's a big convention center. They have 4 rings set up, hundreds of seats, and they make the announcement. They bring Chicago Muay Thai into the ring, the entire team, and we all have a moment of silence and we pray for this team. And then 2 of the coaches sing the national anthem again. We sing it at the beginning of Thursday before the fight start and the beginning of Sunday when the championship fights start. And super emotional because it could happen, right? Before every one of my fights, it was something that I had to confront, like, hey, you could die. Do you still want that ride? Forget about being knocked out. Forget about being embarrassed. You could die doing this. Do you still want that ride? And then for a young man to lose his life fighting, and one of my female fighters, one of them who actually won a title, she was super emotional, right? And I told her, I'm like, hey, I told her while we were warming up, it makes sense, right? It makes sense. And it sucks that it happened to this young man. I wouldn't wish it on anybody. I'm like, if this happened to you, what do you think this young man would be doing right now? And she said he would be warming up to fight. I'm like, exactly. So that's how we're going to honor this young man. We're going to honor him by warming up and going to do what we set out to do. Because yes, it's tragic. And yes, we can say prayers for his family and for his team and send as much love and support as we can to them. He's a fighter. He was a warrior. So we're going to honor him by being a warrior and living within that spirit and go out and fight. Because that's all we could do. We go out there and we do our job. Just like he would if someone from my team passed away. He would go do his job. The coaches all did their job. I don't know exactly how it happened, and it doesn't really matter. It did happen after the fight. It just brought everything into real life because it's what I tell him, like, yo, this could happen. And you don't, like, the weird thing is it's amateur fighting, right? And they have 3 different classes. They got what they call C class, that's novice, 0 to 3 fights, right? Then they have B class, that's 4 to like, I want to say 9 or 10 fights. And then after that, they have A class. Now, A class, you'll have some pro fighters in, right? And on Sunday, that's where they don't have headgear, but you still got shins, you got elbow pads, and you're still wearing gloves, right? In C class, you have headgear no matter what. And so they're doing all the things to take the precaution. And I tell people all the time, headgear keeps you from getting cut. It saves you if you hit the ground a little bit, like a motorcycle helmet. But it doesn't, your brain, you still get concussions, right? And so it sucks, man. And like, it is what it is. The brutality of fighting, especially Muay Thai, right? Muay Thai, all the rules are there except at this tournament, or in amateurs, you're not allowed to knee the head, right? But it brought things like in the focus, and it let me know that talking about that in camp, having them write these letters and read these letters in camp is the right thing to do. I would never want it to happen in real life. But I prepare for it all as much as possible. I want to be so prepared that no matter what happens, we've talked about it. We've gone through it. And so, tragic. Tragic, and yet watching every single team, watching every single fighter, watching everybody come together for a moment of silence. This isn't just some small tournament. This is a tournament with like 1,000 fighters. It was it was powerful to be a part of that, to see the entire community come together to support this team. Yeah. Bananas, man. Straight bananas. And now we start fine-tuning shit, right? Start working on things. I'm like a couple of my fighters, actually 4 of them are going out to Thailand for 2 weeks to a month, train out there. And 2 of them want to compete for sure. So we'll see. And then we got some MMA fights coming up in October. Some probably kickboxing ones, Muay Thai ones in September, October, December. So we'll be finishing the year with some more fights. And then we'll start having these meetings to gear up for the next TBAs. So it's a beautiful tournament, man. I wish it wasn't in Des Moines, Iowa, but it's only a 5-hour drive. Make it happen. So it is what it is. Good afternoon. What up, Mo? Hurricane said, yeah, just a fighter after 2 fights on Thursday passed away. None of us know. Like, I don't know why. I don't know. One would surmise it's from the fights. I'm not sure. Do I juice? Like, are you talking about steroids? No. If you're talking about juicing like fruit juice, like make my own juice, sometimes. Yeah, I don't know. I was out of nowhere, but for real, that's one of the best wrestlers. Says, yeah, like if I told somebody that the number 1 Muay Thai tournament in North America that has over 1,000 fighters show up, if I ask them where they think it would happen, they wouldn't say Des Moines, Iowa. Yeah, definitely Vegas or something, Miami. Yeah, but yeah. So, I mean, I guess you could turn off then, Serial. But yeah, but it's fun. Like somewhere there or more south. Yeah. But everybody from everywhere, like there's teams that come from Hawaii, Mexico, Canada. Man, Silver, why you just crap on it like that? I didn't even say that. Did someone say my beard is not even filled in? Like, do you not know what a lining is? Like, I swear people don't know what a lining is, man. I'm not going to yeah, you can take shots at whatever you want, but you're not going to take shots at my beard because my barber does a great job. But man, but no, yeah, Des Moines, Iowa, it's crazy, man. But they come from everywhere, man. They come out all over the country, all over North America, and they come compete. People fly in. They do their thing. Man, favorite cereal. I really like you, yo. I'm happy you coming at my neck right now, I think. So but yeah, 1,000-something fighters, it's crazy. And like I said, shout out Chicago Muay Thai. Include them in your prayers, send them nothing but positive energy. Like, sucks that a young man lost his life. God works in mysterious ways for sure. So, Where's Art? What'd he say?
Where's RJ?
Who's? What is he saying?
RJ your barber?
Yeah, RJ is my barber. So this must be someone that knows me. This has got to be someone who knows me or knows someone. So they're really just trolling for no reason. Thank you for speaking up for young men. Oh, you're welcome. God bless you as well. I believe everybody should fight. Honestly. I honestly believe that. I believe that everyone should at least train to fight. Train to do at least one fight. Whether you fight or not, we'll have that debate, but train for a fight. Because I truly believe that if everybody trained for a fight, they would look at the world a little bit differently. Men and women. Because I have a lot of female fighters. And so two of them just brought home some championship belts.
Shit, I'm about to go wait in this place when you dropping the bass in. The beat is like the streets of awakening. I'm making to break my foot off of somebody's ass. I'm waiting for someone to say my name so I can annihilate them. Okay, then everyone was screaming the rape when I was kicking at the gate till it caved in. Belly scraping by, but now I'm paid. Look at the paper I raked and I'm caking like Jay-Z and Drake. And I hate when people say that I ain't killing shit. The game is my playpen. I punch you in the face and end up breaking your break bands. I'm far from Hollywood. I'm posted up with the days in. Even though the industry say I'm the latest sensation. Drop the song at the award show. They're coming complacent. Mama saw me on TV with just a bum in the basement. You a Captain Saber, who you just be tucking the cake in. I fuck your baby mama in the